Hello everyone, it's Diane. Friday evening, and it's only Thursday evening. And I have the Boho journals done. It seems like the week, like Friday to me, because I'm going away tomorrow, so I thought tomorrow was Saturday. Anyway, I got them done, and I will be listing them in my shop as soon as I can, and by the time this video is up, they'll be in there. And I probably won't be putting a lot of pictures up on the listing. I'm hoping that this video will sell the journals for me, because I'm short on time tonight. I have to get ready to go in the morning, and so I am going to just get these listed, and if they haven't sold by the time I get back, then I'll add more pictures to the listing. So let's just go through them and see what's here. This one I'm just going to call the Elephant Boho Journal because it has an elephant on the front. I used a plain green book cover, and I added some of the Boho fabrics. And this lovely little elephant that I got from Selena. And this trim that I think came from Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. And then someone sent me this foulard print, which was the perfect color. And there are 2 signatures, because I usually do 3 signatures, but these are fat signatures. There are 11 folded pages in each signature, and it's fat. It's a 2-inch spine, which is what I normally do, and the book is just as fat as if I had 3 signatures in it. I usually have 8 to 10 pages in a signature, folded pages, but this has 11. And there's a lot of boho fabric in it, so it makes a nice thick journal. This Ex Libris plate here is a printable from Nick the Booksmith. And let's just begin. This is a piece of scrapbook paper from this collection, Bohemian Bouquet from Ultimate Crafts, which I got at Joann's.com. Let me just say, I should have said right at the beginning that this is a design team project for September for Studio 28E for her Boho Dreams. I think that's what it's called. Boho Dreams collection. And now she has a part 2 collection, so I think I'll be using that for my October design team project. So, and I also had some leftover things that I had printed out from Ivy Shutters, from Gypsy something, and from Mrs. Coggs. So I used some of those leftover printables in here. So here is lovely sequined and embroidered sheer fabric with some crochet trim at the top. There's burgundy tassel trim here at the bottom, and I have this in my shop, which I will link below. This is part of Sherry's collection from Studio 28E, and I will also link that. And one cool thing about this collection is that she worked in collusion with Sheila Gingrich, and Sheila scanned in some of her authentic Indian fabrics, and some of the fabrics and things that are in these journals came from Sheila, because I purchased some of her collections and she had sent me some. So this is one of the fabrics, and there's this beautiful trim, and this was all scanned into the computer, and then it was digitized with Sherry's kit. On the backs of the papers, I printed some plain papers, just for like some lined papers and coffee stained papers that were all digitals. And I didn't realize that this one was so much smaller. This is coffee and lace paper, and I can't remember who the digital is from, but it was a lot smaller than this. So I just cut strips of scrapbook paper and glued them around the edges. This is a ledger, vintage ledger sheet that I colored on the edge of it with some watercolors. This is just scrapbook paper that I coffee dyed, and this is one of the images from the kit. And I added this lace and this piece of floral lace and this trim, and these are all vintage. And then I added this in there. There's a stamp up there. This is a page from the kit with moths and caterpillars, gypsy moths maybe. This is one of, I think this one came from Ephemera's Garden. I think this is it's lined paper. It comes in different colors, so I used the blue here, and it's got little coffee cup rings on it. And this is just a scrap of some of the sari fabrics that I stitched on there. And I also got this set of collaged sari pieces from I'm a Cool Mom, from Jessica. So I liked those, and I used them in here. This is from that paper kit that I showed you, the Bohemian bouquet. And then some vintage music paper. Someone had sent me, uh-oh, I got this stuck in there. Let's see if I can get it out. Yep. Okay, someone had sent me some sheets of really nice, heavy boho paper, so I used some of that too. So these are the glittery ones, and I just put an alterations tag in there with the Mrs. Coggs image stitched on it. And this is sari ribbon there. I folded this over and stitched it down to be a pocket and added this thick gold trim. And this is part of Sheila's kit, one of the pages, and I cut the page in half and just used it as a journaling spot and a vintage index card. This is lined blue paper that I coffee dyed. This is part of the kit. Also, this background paper that I printed on the back was smaller than Sherry's paper, so I trimmed it down. This I just added a little piece of note paper too, and this image is from the kit. Here's a stamp. She left beauty wherever she went, and be your own kind of beautiful. I love this stamp because it reminds me that we should, people should be better for having come in contact with us in their day than worse. So we leave beauty wherever we go if we do that right. This is just scrapbook paper here in the center, and this is one of the Bohemian bouquet papers. It's the B side of the paper, but it was really nice with this. Mrs. Coggs images, and then some rosette trim, and again some of Sherry's paper that I cut in half to use as journaling cards. This was, you know, a full-size sheet that you fold in half to use in your journal. But I had extra sheets, so I cut some in half and used them for journaling cards. There's a pretty stamp. That's also from the Bohemian Bouquet collection, the paper. They have stamps to go with it, which I also got on Joann's.com. This has some ribbon and some lace sewn to the edge. This is part of the kit, and it was a longer piece, and you can use it to be the spine of your book. She also has a page that matches it that can be the cover. But I didn't use them as a spine and a cover. I cut it and used it as a little pocket, and there was a white dotted line here so that you could fold it around the spine, so I just covered that with black ribbon. This has some sari ribbon in it. This is from Bohemian Bouquet, and this is just a printable image. This beautiful fabric flip here is all sari fabrics. This jeweled piece, so pretty, and then this little piece of vintage lace. I created a belly band here with a piece of the jeweled pieces. It's like metal embroidery. It's so pretty. And I sewed it to cardstock to make it a little sturdier, and then just tucked a card for journaling in there. And this is just a notepad paper for writing on. Again, a scrap of some of the fabric that I had trimmed. There's some more watercoloring on this paper. This is part of the kit. It's like that. And I just used some coffee dyed paper and made a booklet. And this is just a piece of fabric. There's another beautiful embroidered piece with sheer fabric and metal threads and beads. Just so pretty. And vintage lace up here. And then this silver and blue turquoise tassel. Silver and turquoise tassel trim is in my shop. Oh, actually, I think that's all gone. I think I sold the last one. This is another example of the scanned-in fabrics. There's a stamp. Again, some watercolor there. This is an image from the kit. Some lace and a doily piece. I believe this is scanned-in fabric also. This is from Ivy Shutters, and it's two ladies together, so I use this piece that says Friends as a little pocket. It's so pretty. Another belly band. I don't remember if this is Ivy Shutters or Studio 28E. This is just a piece of gold trim that I got in a bunch of stuff at a yard sale. Here's the piece that can be the cover that matches the spine piece. There's another piece too. So maybe this is supposed to be the inside cover. This is just a piece of the heavier cardstock paper that I cut into a curve shape, and then I curved this to match it. It's a Mrs. Coggs image. This is one of the little pieces of lace flower that Purio sent me that she dyed with currants. Coffee dyed tag. And this is from I'm a Cool Mom. And this is from Studio 28E. And there's coffee dyed paper on the backs of the tags. Now here, I had stamped this paper, and then I sewed the pocket on, but I sewed the pocket on upside down. So I stamped again on coffee dyed paper, and then tore it, and then glued it over the upside down images. So it just adds extra interest. Here's another of the pages that I cut in half. So this is scanned in fabric, and then Sherry put an image over it. So pretty. And this is the other half of that sheet. Normally I would have the image showing, but the greens go better with the page, so I folded it that way. So there's the other image that I stamped and glued over the upside down one. Here's an image from the collection. And then this is kind of like a, I guess it's a silk. There's a piece of that gypsy moth paper. I didn't back it because I had printed this on the back of it. So it's just a piece of copy paper. This is an image from the kit, and this is from I'm a Cool Mom. And I sewed them together to form a pocket. This fabric that she scanned in is so pretty. And then there's just some butterfly note paper there. Okay, so this one is the Elephant Boho Journal. This one is called Journey because I actually put the word there in this Tim Holtz ornate plate. And there's 2 colors of seam binding tying each journal closed. There's the back, the spine. It's a brown book cover. And I added this beautiful, beautiful silvery fabric, and then this gorgeous jeweled piece. So pretty. Again, a Nick the Booksmith book plate there. And then this is just a beautiful fabric flip. This is sheer, a piece of dark rusty orange silk, and a beautiful embroidered piece, and some vintage lace at the top. I love the way that looks. And then this is just some fringy trim at the bottom. Some vintage ledger, and again I used watercolor to color it. This is from the kit. And this is from the kit. It's that beautiful, beautiful fabric that was scanned in. I had the plain page in the other book, and then this one has some pictures on it. This is something I got from the internet. I don't even remember. It's a button card, but they look like gypsy ladies on the button card. There's another page that I cut in half, and I backed it with coffee dyed paper. This one I left whole. This is the full sheet. I trimmed it. I think I trimmed it to fit inside here and just folded it. And some Mrs. Coggs images and rosettes again. I love this piece. Looks like jeweled mosaic of peacocks. This is from the kit. Each of these paper flips has a ribbon and some lace stitched along the edge. This is, I think I have this fabric from Sheila, but this is just paper. It was scanned in. There's some ribbon stitched to the top, coffee dyed tag, and this little card from that paper from Joann's, and I just folded it in half to make it into a little folder. And then this is from the kit that matches this. This is a silky fabric, and then this sheer fabric with jewels on it and some vintage trim. Is it okay for me to say that I love these books even though I'm the one that made them? Because I love these books. This is from Ivy Shutters, and this is from Studio 28E, and I sewed them together to form a pocket. Thought the colors went well with this paper. This is left over, a piece that I trimmed off the great big piece that I covered my journal with, which I haven't sewn together yet, so I will do a video of my journal once that's all done. But I had to save those pieces that I cut off the sides and use them. So there's one of them. There's another booklet in there. Is that the other piece I was thinking about? I think that's the same one I already showed you. Oh, there's a beaded tassel. The same beaded tassel that's on the front of the elephant book is at the bottom of this page. This is that leaf-shaped trim that I just got at a flea market. I loved it, so I included that there. I used that a few times in these books. This is from the kit, and I love this. It's like an impressionist painting of a gypsy wagon and animals and people there. It's just really pretty. I like impressionist paintings. There's another scrap of fabric, and this is from the kit. This pocket is also from the kit. It has this part with the fold over flaps, and I covered it with it was just this dark, oops, like the edging here. That's what this pocket was like, and I covered it with this pretty fabric and this little jeweled piece. And it's two separate pieces, and you just glue them down, and then it has this little matching card to tuck in there. This might have been ivy shutters. This is from this kit. I love those little jeweled pieces there. And then there's trim up there. And an ombre. This is, I'm assuming this is an ombre fabric that she scanned, or maybe Sherry just created that color effect, but it's very pretty. There's a little oval there of a gypsy lady from the kit. This one has this kind of a silky fabric and a sheer piece with embroidery on it and some vintage lace. This is a dictionary definition of the word wander. This lined orange paper was cut from one of Sherry's pages. This is one of Sherry's. I think this is as it is. I think this is the right size. I may have trimmed just a little bit so it would fit better in there. You could fold it, make it into a journaling card and fold it. You could make it into a pocket, but I made it into a full-size journaling card because I wanted a big one to go in this belly band. Look at all the detail on that belly band. Metal threads, sequins, all that beautiful embroidery. There's the other side of that impressionist painting. And there we have it. We have Journey and Elephant. So I'll get these listed in my shop, and I will link my shop below. And I thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment and give me the thumbs up if you like it. Thank you. Bye-bye.